Welcome back to Dream F1, and of course, like usual, let's start with the news stories ahead of this race weekend. And the first news story is one concerning ourselves. We are aiming for points today, and this is a clear goal we have for this race. Everything other than a top 10 finish would be a disappointment, seeing as Mick finally scored STV Racing's first points last time out in Monaco. And exactly at this race here today, 1 year ago in Montreal, we scored our maiden F1 points. The same goal applies to Aston Martin. This race is sort of a home race for them, seeing as team owner Lawrence Stroll and his son and driver Lance Stroll are from Canada. Their last points finish came in Spa-Francorchamps last season, and that was also the only point scoring race for them last season. They need to step up their game now to avoid risking Lawrence Stroll losing interest in the team and Formula 1. Last but not least, Porsche announced that they would be aiming for regular podium finishes for the rest of the season. They came close multiple times this year already and are sitting in third in the Constructors' Championship. After an underwhelming debut season in 2022, they became a regular contender at the front of the grid. Let's also look at the Junior Series race this week, which is the third round of the Formula 3 European Series that took place at Brands Hatch. And there it was a battle for victory between Victor Martin and Ralph Boschung in the Orange Campus. Between these two, it was action all around, with Martins for the most part fending off Boschung, but on the very last lap, Boschung managed to force his way through to win the race at Brands Hatch. But despite losing the lead on the last lap, Victor Martins took P1 in the current Formula 3 Euro Series standings ahead of Ralph Boschung and Theo Pourchaire. Back to Dream F1, where we start our short trip to North America. It is time for the Canadian Grand Prix, which traditionally takes place at the Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve on the scenic Ile Notre Dame in the city of Montreal. This high-speed venue, with its close-to-the-walls action, has seen many great races in the past. Let's see if today can join that long list. And we are going into this race off the back of an exciting qualifying session that was once again rain affected, therefore leading to a pretty mixed up grid. Max Verstappen starts from pole position ahead of Sebastian Vettel, who had a great qualifying session in his Porsche. Also very notable are Alex Palou starting from P3, Felipe Drugovich going into this race from 5th, Alpine finally having a strong qualifying session. Then George Russell in the Mercedes only starting from P9, Sergio Perez 10th. We start alongside our teammate from P14, and then the Ferraris only in 17th and 18th. They did not get it right in that washed out qualifying session, and even worse, it went for Lewis Hamilton, who starts all the way down from 22nd.
Okay, here we are, P14 on the grid, and it's lights out and away we go. We have a couple of slower cars ahead of us and a couple of faster cars behind us. Let's see what we can do out of this situation. Oh, there's still a bit of water here in turn 1. Oh, 3 wide towards that. Wow, what a start from Hülkenberg. He already moved up to a 12. We're back in 14th in a different order, but well, back where we started. Alex Albon just ahead of us. Quite the exciting opening corners. Oh, there might be an opportunity here. Into the hairpin. We have the inside line for us. Up to P13. Come on. Oh, but there goes Albon. Counter-attack. We have the inside. And much later on the brakes. So that's P13 for us. Always taking the outside through here. Wow, getting very close to Nico Hülkenberg. Once again under pressure from Albon now. Wow, Hülkenberg really aggressive over those curbs there. As he is trying to find a way past Lance Stroll. Oh, there was almost room for us. DRS still not active. But I guess Stroll should be an easy target for Hülkenberg, and then that might be our opportunity to slip through as well. But Alex Albon is really not backing down. He's still all over us as we make it past Hülkenberg, who drove through the puddle there. Don't know why he did that, but well, oh, that's easy, an easy one for us. And there is a safety car. Now what has happened? It must be something behind us, because we did not gain anything. But someone must have had a crash, and in lap 3 we already have a safety car.
And this is what brought out the safety car. It is actually Lewis Hamilton, who is in a battle with one of the Haas's here. And as he tries to go around the outside of turn 2, he gets a wheel on the grass, does not get the corner done, and crashes into the wall, being out of this race. A very odd looking incident, but yeah, that is Hamilton out, and the safety car coming out of the pits as well.
Okay, there's people already pitting now. Quite a lot of people, actually. Now that is interesting. I don't think I would pit right now. Staying out, but only very few people stayed out. Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell. These are the only 3 cars ahead that stayed out. Very early safety car, but I don't know, maybe it even is a viable choice because tires are not that much of an issue on this track. Unless you lock up, of course. Okay, the safety car is in this lap as we go on towards the back straight that leads us back to the final chicane, where the safety car will peel into the pit lane. We're up to 4th. We are not there on merit, but because we are on an alternate strategy. A strategy that not many people chose. Max Verstappen, who led this race ahead of the pit stop, he is back in 8th, but on very fresh rubber. Oh, they're accelerating already. Not the greatest of restarts, but we're also not under pressure from behind. Or so we think. Kobayashi got quite close there at the end of this straight. Oh yeah, of course, because I didn't turn on the battery again, which I had into full charging mode there. Oh, terrible restart as we're struggling to get up to pace again. Oh, behind us a battle between Leclerc and Kobayashi. Leclerc makes it through. Very late on the brakes. Oh, and there is Leclerc already. Well, that first lap after the restart was not quite a good one. There is Leclerc now. We stay ahead for now. Oh, but look at that. Look at the gap. With those guys ahead. Oh, deep into one. Oh, it's a messy opening lap after the restart. A very messy one. Oh, big lock up there from the car ahead. I think that should be George Russell. As I think we found back into the rhythm now. Things are going a lot better than they did before. Having to defend from Kobayashi though. Oh. Not quite abusing the track limits there. Leclerc on the outside. Late on the brakes, we defend. Come on. But now oh, 3 wide towards turn 1. Leclerc is later on the brakes and Kobayashi goes through as well. Oh, but we get back at Kobayashi. Well, that's important because I think in the long run we're rather battling Kobayashi than Leclerc. Oh, now we are out of DRS. There goes Kobayashi already. Stay ahead for now. But he'll get another chance here. Whoa, round the outside, I didn't expect that. But now we have the better line through here. Early on the throttle and we stay ahead. Let's see if we can catch back up to Leclerc. Once again, I doubt we could do that. But that DRS, that would be so valuable. Oh, he tries it once again. Same result as last time though. Yeah, that's really not the line to take through that corner. And I think as long as there's water still on the inside, we are safe doing what we did the last 2 times. What kept us ahead, what I'm wondering about, is that Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel are not all over the 2 of us. Especially since we're battling. We're probably a bit slower than what we could do, lap time wise. Oh, now that's an opportunity for Kobayashi. Oh, I think this time we need the battery once again. Yes, I think we have it. Whoa! Did not expect him to brake that late because he was quite early on the brakes the last few times. But this time he has the better line going into that corner here. We tried to once again go around the outside. It did not work this time. And let's try and stay inside his DRS. To try and get back at him. Oh, that doesn't work though. Still not over. We might get a chance now. Too far away, at least, for the first DRS zone of the two that are coming up. Well, also, I think. Wow, look at the pace differential. Oh, almost lost it on the throttle. Very, very difficult. Oh, yeah. Heart-stopping moment. As I felt the car getting away from me there. Managed to catch it, but it's quite a bummer actually. Because we're super close to Kobayashi. That would have maybe been our chance. Oh, he was super slow through there. Oh. Way too risky to try anything there. But we're really putting him under pressure. Towards the hairpin. Oh, look at that! Oh, that was a bit too late on the brakes. Was it, though? Oh! Didn't expect that to work. And now we have the DRS. And back into P5 provisionally. Lando Norris now in the pits from the race lead. Let's see where he comes out. It's quite a short pit lane, as you can go through the first sequence of corners there. Oh, he definitely is behind Verstappen and Vettel. And Palou, outside of the top 10, but on fresher rubber. But overtaking is not that straightforward, as, well, we have seen throughout this race. As you can easily get caught up in the DRS train. And Verstappen and Vettel are really struggling to make their fresher tire advantage work. Once again, side by side with Kobayashi. Oh. He really forced that one. But that worked for him. Now we have DRS for the long straight here. Oh, that is really fun, this race. That wasn't good. And now we can slowly see Verstappen behind us. Yep, there he is. As we are now past the halfway point of this race, let's talk about strategy, as we might get a chance here against Kobayashi once again. Still feeling quite confident in those tires, so I'm thinking about extending, especially since we saw that the fresh tires are not that big of an advantage. So let's extend and maybe we get lucky with another safety car. Or, well, just a big rubber advantage in the end. Charles Leclerc now in the pit lane. Verstappen having a first look here. Oh, here we go. Oh, surely this is it now. While locking up, but we're past Kobayashi again. This is probably the battle of the race. This will be decided in the final laps of this race or in the pits. Because it's going back and forth on track. Oh, but maybe he's starting to struggle on his tires a bit. Which is not a problem at all for us. Which is a very good thing. There is Kobayashi again. Oh, there is Kobayashi again, getting a much better exit out of there. And now he will be able to open his rear wing. And there he goes. I'm not gonna try it this time. Rather trying to get a good run out of the chicane. No, but it's no big use because, well, he has DRS for the second time. Well, and there goes our opportunity again. Oh god. Oh my god, I got so scared because he was going into the pits. But I think this is this our call to react? I think it is, yeah. I think we should react to Kobayashi. Go into the pits this lap. Settings look fine. No swap driver off. Oh my lord. Would we have swapped drivers? That would have been terrible. Yeah, looks good. Apart from that, we lost position to Verstappen, had the terrible in-lap, but that setting would have completely ruined our race. Let's check again. Looks good. Yeah, looks very good. Okay, then let's go into the pits. Okay. And let's see, we have DRS, despite being in the pit lane. That's cool. Let's hope for a good pit stop. Oh, we almost overshot that one. The tires spawned in a bit late, but we're used to that. Where will we come out? This is the big question. Out the pits we go. I think I saw Kobayashi there. We're ahead of Kobayashi. Just ahead of him. He's just behind us. Well, he's right in the traffic situation. Okay, there we are. Wow, and he's getting a good run on us. Oh, okay, I was thinking we had some sort of bug where DRS is available throughout, but it is not, luckily. Oh, but Kobayashi really putting us under pressure. Not the greatest of outlaps. Kind of reminding us of the first lap after the restarts. And another thing is, I don't know who has already pitted. Joe in the pits. But if in doubt, we have to pass anyone on track right now. Having a little look there against Stroll, but not close enough. And that almost brought Kobayashi into attacking range there behind us. Oh, but Stroll is incredibly slow. We need to pass him ASAP. Might this have been the wrong call, staying out with the safety car? I don't want to qualify. Attacking is enough. But this is our opportunity. There we go, against Lance Stroll into the hairpin. Past the Canadian we go. And now let's try to get away from him. We have the DRS. This is very good. And let's see. We're behind Charles Leclerc once again. This is where we were ahead of his pit stop and ahead of our pit stop. So the fresh tires really being not that big of an advantage here today. That's quite remarkable. Russell still leading ahead of Verstappen, but Russell has not pitted yet. Now we might be close enough to Leclerc to use DRS on him this lap. Maybe now the tire advantage kicks in for us. Very late, but better late than never. He also stopped quite a lot earlier than us. And this surely is DRS territory. If we just had a bit of better traction out of the hairpin, that would make a lot of things a lot easier. There we go. Won't work this lap, at least here. Maybe it works into one. We're gaining. Not enough though. Or maybe... Oh, can't believe it, we're battling a Ferrari, but it's not for points. Not at all. What an absolute stinker for Ferrari. They won't score a single point as it seems today. They are leading the Constructors' Championship, but they won't score. And it's not because of a DNF or anything. A poor qualifying with the rain and, well, not being able to recover in the race, and that's enough for a shocking Ferrari weekend. I think we are a bit closer this time. Oh, crap, that didn't work. Oh, this is the opportunity. 2.5 laps to go. And we pass Charles Leclerc for P13. Let's see if we can get Sainz as well. His tires should be even older. And now, attack mode to the end of this lap. The final one. Will we do it here? Will we do it on the straight? I think we won't be trying it here this time. Oh, but we're too far away, I think. Or are we? Are we? Yes, we are. So that's it in the end. P13 in a... yeah, I don't know what to call this Canadian Grand Prix. I didn't feel too bad about our performance, but I think we did the completely wrong call by staying out during that early safety car. It was only lap 3, but the tire situation would definitely have allowed us to stop that early and make it to the end. Well, could it have been points with the correct strategy? Maybe, but only a few of them. But at least we finish a race. That is not a given this season. We didn't put our car in the wall. That also is not a given in this season. So overall, it was okay. No points, so yeah, that surely is a bit of a disappointment, but yeah, anyway.
And let's, of course, also look at what happened at the front. It was a very, very good start for Max Verstappen from pole position going through the first few corners. Sebastian Vettel was having a little look, but then came under pressure from Alex Palou in third in the McLaren. Vettel then with the better line towards the first chicane, where he managed to hold on to second, but it was already a bit of an opportunity to create a gap for Max Verstappen. Then with the safety car coming out due to Hamilton's crash, both of them, as well as Alex Palou in third, made it into the pit lane, where they came out in 8th behind everyone that did not pit. Guan Yu Zhou is now the first car that they needed to make it through. Max Verstappen is having a little look into the final chicane. He does not get it done. Now he has the DRS going into turn 1. He's trying it, does not find a way past. And then there he goes, trying it on the inside, but that gives the opportunity to Sebastian Vettel, who moves past Verstappen round the outside and therefore is in the virtual race lead. But then just a lap later, as they made it past Zhou Guanyu, they are back to their battle for the virtual race lead. And Max Verstappen, with the help of DRS from far back, breaks alongside Sebastian Vettel into the final chicane and retakes that virtual race lead. Well, and he has not looked back ever since. No issues with the tires despite that early pit stop. And here he comes around the final corner to win his first race of the season. Max Verstappen wins the Canadian Grand Prix, but another great and notable performance is the one of Alex Palou. A pretty calm, controlled race sees him in only his 5th Formula 1 race ever achieve his first podium finish. Well, we already talked about the top 3, but now let's see the rest of the results as well. Esteban Ocon also finally scoring the first points for Alpine, and it's a big batch of points as he finishes in P4. Then also pretty noteworthy, Felipe Drugovich in 9th, scoring the first points for Aston Martin and the first points of his Formula 1 career. Another first in the points is Oscar Piastri, who finishes 10th. Bad luck for Nico Hülkenberg, he is only in 11th. And then on the second page we finish in 13th, splitting the Ferraris that had a very poor race week, and our teammate Mick Schumacher only finishes in 18th. And in the Drivers' Championship, George Russell retakes the lead back from Carlos Sainz, who did not score points. Max Verstappen moves up to second and is just 5 points behind the Mercedes driver. Then we have the 2 Ferraris in 3rd and 4th, and Lewis Hamilton in 5th. Sebastian Vettel crawling a bit closer to that top as well. Our teammate Mick Schumacher falling down the order as he is now in P15, and ourselves with the best finish of 12th in Australia are sitting in 18th, just behind Alex Albon with a best finish of 11th in Monaco. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes retake the lead despite a pretty poor race, but not as poor as Ferrari's race, of course. Red Bull move past Porsche and are back in 3rd, but only by 2 points. McLaren coming a bit closer with 2 podium finishes in a row. STV Racing drops down to 9th, but still is ahead of Williams, Haas and Alfa Romeo. And that has been it for the Canadian Grand Prix of this Dream F1 season. The next race will be the United States Grand Prix at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So, subscribe to not miss that, leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and I hope to see you all the next time. Until then, goodbye.